Have you ever paused to wonder if, as the years go by, there are little things you do, things others notice but never dare to mention? It's a quiet thought, isn't it? The idea that as we age, subtle shifts in our habits, our demeanor, even our presence, might ripple out into the world around us, yet stay unspoken. The truth is, growing older isn't just about the lines on our face or the gray in our hair. It's about how we carry ourselves through life, how we show up in the eyes of others. And sometimes, without realizing it, certain behaviors can dim the light we once shone so brightly. They might make us seem distant, unapproachable, or even less like the person we know ourselves to be deep down. The hardest part? Most people are too kind, or too uncomfortable, to tell us. But here's where hope steps in. Once you see these habits for what they are, they're not set in stone. They're threads you can gently unravel and reweave into something beautiful. Imagine the chance to stand a little taller, to feel that spark of confidence again, to know you're seen as the vibrant, graceful soul you've always been. In this video, we're going to peel back the curtain on 6 things people often notice in older adults but rarely speak aloud. These are the quiet observations that shape how others connect with you, how they respond to you, and even how you feel in your own skin. And the best part? Every single one is within your power to change. With just a few small shifts, you can reclaim a presence that radiates energy, warmth, and self-assurance, no matter your age. Stay with me until the end, because once you recognize these patterns, you'll see aging in a whole new light. You'll discover how to stay sharp, stylish, and deeply respected as the years unfold. Let's step into this together. Ready? 1. Letting personal grooming slip away. Picture this. You catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, and for a fleeting moment, you don't quite recognize the person staring back. It's not the years, it's the little things. The untrimmed nails, the hair that's grown wild, the shirt with a faint stain you didn't notice. As we age, it's so easy to let these details slide. Life gets busy, priorities shift, and suddenly, grooming feels like a luxury we can skip. But here's what no one tells you. People notice. They see it before they even hear your voice. Take Charlie, an 80-year-old with a twinkle in his eye and a lifetime of stories. He used to be the guy who'd never leave the house without a crisp shirt and a comb through his hair. But somewhere along the way, he stopped. His nails grew jagged, his hair turned into a silver tangle, and his clothes stayed frozen in a decade-long past. His friends saw it, his family saw it, but no one said a word. It wasn't until Charlie glimpsed himself in a shop window one afternoon, really looked, that he felt a pang of loss. Who had he become? So, he decided to reclaim himself. A trip to the barber, a new sweater that fit just right, a moment to trim those nails. It wasn't vanity, it was dignity. And the change? Instant. People smiled at him more, lingered in conversation longer. He felt lighter, more alive. Research backs this up. When we take care of our appearance, it's not just skin deep. It shifts how we walk, how we talk, how we feel. What can you do? Keep it simple. A regular haircut, clean nails, clothes that smell fresh and fit your frame. If skincare's new to you, try a gentle moisturizer or a swipe of lip balm. It's like a quiet gift to yourself. Facial hair. Keep it neat, intentional. These aren't chores, they're acts of care, for you and the world that sees you. A little effort here can rewrite the story your appearance tells. 2. Raising your voice or stealing the spotlight. Have you ever been in a room where someone's voice fills every corner, drowning out the quiet hum of connection? As we age, our hearing can soften, and without meaning to, we might speak louder than we realize, or cut into conversations before others finish. It's not arrogance, it's just a shift we don't always catch. But others do. They notice the volume, the interruptions, the way a chat becomes a solo performance. And yet, they rarely say it aloud. Eleanor, 78, was the heart of every gathering, until she wasn't. She loved sharing her thoughts, her laughter, her life. But over time, her family started pulling back. She'd lean in to tell a story, and they'd lean away. It stung, but she didn't know why. Then one day, her grandson gently asked, "Grandma, do you hear yourself when you talk?" A hearing test revealed the truth. She'd been shouting without knowing it. She could have brushed it off, but Eleanor chose to listen, really listen. She softened her voice, paused to let others speak, and suddenly, the room felt warmer. People stayed close. The truth is, when we dominate a conversation, even by accident, it can feel like we're pushing others out. But when we share the space, we invite them in. What can you do? Watch for cues. Do people flinch or step back when you speak? If so, dial it down. If you suspect hearing loss, a quick check can change everything. And here's a golden rule: let others finish their sentences. It's not just polite, it's a bridge to deeper connection. Your voice matters, but so does the harmony of the moment. 3. Clinging to clothes that no longer fit the moment. Clothes are more than fabric, they're a language. They tell the world who we are, or who we were. As time rolls on, it's tempting to hold on to that favorite sweater, those pants from years ago, because they feel like home. But when they're outdated or ill-fitting, they can whisper a story we don't mean to tell. One of disconnection, of fading away. George, 85, was a man of style in his youth. Sharp suits, polished shoes, a swagger in his step. But as the decades passed, he settled into comfort. Baggy shirts, faded slacks, shoes worn thin. His friends saw the shift, but they didn't speak up. Then one Christmas, his granddaughter gifted him a new outfit. Crisp, tailored, modern. He hesitated, but when he put it on, something clicked. The mirror showed a man he'd almost forgotten. Confident, alive. People noticed, compliments flowed, and George felt a spark he hadn't in years. Studies say it's true. Well-fitted clothes signal vitality, intention. Worn out or dated pieces, they can dim your shine, even if your spirit's still bright. What can you do? Start small. Pick one piece, a shirt that hugs your shoulders just right, pants with a clean line, a jacket that feels like you. Play with colors that warm your skin, fabrics that move with you. Shoes matter too. Swap the scuffed pair for something fresh. It's not about chasing trends, it's about honoring the you of today. 4. Letting complaints paint your world gray. There's a heaviness that creeps in sometimes, a habit of pointing out what's wrong, what's broken, what's not like it used to be. Maybe it's the pace of technology, the noise of the world, or the way kids these days do things. It's easy to vent, to lean into nostalgia. But here's the quiet truth. Constant complaining can build a wall between you and the people you love. They hear it, they feel it, but they rarely call it out. Helen, 70, was a storyteller. Her tales of the past were magic. But lately, every chat turned into a lament. Life's too fast now, nothing's built to last. Her daughter, exasperated, finally asked, "Mom, is there anything you still enjoy?" It hit Helen like a wave. She'd let negativity take the wheel. So, she tried something new, finding one bright spot in every day. A funny moment, a kind stranger, a song on the radio. Slowly, her conversations lit up again, and her family drew closer. Negativity spreads like shadows, but positivity? It's a magnet. People crave the light you bring. What can you do? Catch yourself mid-complaint. Pause. Breathe. Swap "this is awful" for "this is different. Let's see what it holds." Look for the good, the funny, the small wins. It's not about ignoring the hard stuff, it's about balancing it with hope. You'll feel lighter, and so will everyone around you. 5. Forgetting the power of posture. Stand up straight for a second. Feel that? Now slouch. The difference is instant, isn't it? As we age, our bodies settle, shoulders curve, steps slow, eyes drift downward. It's natural, but it's not silent. People see it, and without meaning to, they might assume you're tired, fragile, less present. Marlene, 78, was a force, strong, spirited, unstoppable. But time bent her posture, and she stopped looking people in the eye. Friends treated her gently, like she might break. Then a photo from a family party stopped her cold. She barely recognized the hunched figure in the frame. So, she fought back. She stood taller, walked with purpose, met every gaze. The shift was electric. People saw her strength again, and she felt it too. Posture isn't just physical. It's a message. It says, "I'm here, I'm engaged, I'm me." What can you do? Start with awareness. Pull your shoulders back, lift your chin, meet someone's eyes. Walk like you're heading somewhere worth going. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Small moves here can rewrite how the world meets you. 6. Overlooking the scent of you. This one's tender, isn't it? Breath that lingers too long, a scent that clings, it's personal, and no one wants to point it out. As we age, our senses dull, and we might not catch what others do. But they notice, and it shapes the space between you. Tom, 74, was a charmer, quick with a joke, warm with a hug. But lately, people kept their distance. His neighbor, once a chatterbox, cut talks short. It puzzled him until his daughter handed him a bottle of mouthwash and a glass of water with a soft, "Dad, try this." The penny dropped. He'd missed the signs. With hydration, a new routine, and a fresh deodorant, Tom felt the shift. People leaned in again, and he stood prouder. It's not about shame, it's about care. A little attention here keeps you close to the ones you love. What can you do? Drink water, keep mouthwash handy, chew gum if you like. Shower with intention, wear breathable clothes, switch up your deodorant. These are quiet acts of kindness, to yourself and those around you. So, here we are, 6 habits, 6 chances to reflect. The way we groom, speak, dress, share, stand, and care for ourselves, it all weaves the tapestry others see. But more than that, it shapes how we feel inside. Aging isn't a fade-out, it's a chance to refine who you are, to polish the edges, to shine even brighter. These aren't big leaps, they're gentle steps. A trim here, a pause there, a new shirt, a kind word, a straighter spine, a fresher breath. Together they say, I'm still here, still growing, still me. You deserve to feel vibrant, connected, respected, every single day. Thank you for walking this path with me. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What struck you? What will you try? If this resonated, hit like, subscribe, share it with someone you care about. Your support keeps us going, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, take a small step today. You've got this.